My name is Kathleen.
And I'm Tiffany.
And we're going to talk to you about the law of cosines
and sines. So,
let's start off with vocab.
Wait, first, make sure your calculator is always in degree mode.
Always.
Always.
Vocab. So what is the law of sines and cosines? The law of sines and cosines are equations that can be used when trying to find the length of a side or angle in a triangle. This doesn't have to be a right triangle. It can be any triangle.
That's right.
Oh, you understand? The law of cosines is used when you know either two sides and one angle or all three sides of a triangle.
And the law of sines is used when you know a side and the angle opposite it and also another side or an angle given. It's complicated.
So, we're going to start off with the law of cosines. Now, first of all, the equation for the law of cosines is c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times cosine of angle C. It's complicated right there. Okay, and basically the lowercase letters are the sides, capital letter is the angle, and it matches up with, the opposite side matches up with the opposite angle. So let's use this triangle for example. Alright, so if this is side C, this is side A, this is side B, then this side, or this angle has to be angle B, this angle has to be angle A, this angle has to be angle C. Basically, that's how it works out. Okay, so let's jump into the problem. Alright. No directions. So here's the problem. Ronquikwi walked 5 miles 5 miles east to school. 5 miles east. Then she walked 3 miles northeast to the club. This is school. We'll say this is home. Okay, so what is the shortest distance she could have walked to the club if she wouldn't have gone to school first? So we're looking for this distance right here. So let's do this. This is gonna be side C. I'll name this one side A and this side B. And for the sake of the problem, if you want to use law of cosines, you have to know this angle. So we'll say that this angle right here is 135 degrees. So let's use this equation to solve this problem. And if this is side C, then what angle is this? Angle C. So this is going to go right in here when we put it all in. So let's do it. Side C, what we're looking for. Oh, this is going to come up here. Side C is what we're looking for. Side A, 5. Side B, 3. 2. Side A, which is 5. Side B, which is 3. Times the cosine of angle C, which is 135 degrees. So that's pretty much everything. All we have to do now is solve it. Alright, so 5 squared is 25 plus 3 squared is 9 minus 2 times 5 times 3, 30 times the cosine of 135 degrees. Alright, so we're going to basically just keep on simplifying this. And just in case you don't really know, the cosine of 135 degrees is negative the square root of 2 over 2. And so we have to multiply this part out. 34 minus negative 21.213. Negative and negative, you distribute the negative and it becomes a positive. So 34 plus 21.213. Add those two together and you get 55.213. But 55.213 is equal to c squared. So in order to isolate the c, you have to square root both sides. So in the end, c equals 7.430. So what this is saying is that the distance of this side is 7.430 miles. If she walks from home to the club, she'll walk this many miles. And so basically that's what the law of cosine does. You can find the side of a triangle, or say we had this side, then we could plug all of these in and find this by using the inverse of cosine. So basically that's it. Remember that when you use cosine, you have to have two sides in the angle or all three sides. Just remember that. And if it's a right triangle, it will be better to use SOHCAHTOA instead of the law of cosine or the law of sine. And over to the law of sines.
Whoa, that was a lot.
It was very complicated.
I hope mine is easier. All right, I have the law of sines. And here we're going to find the angle of B. Now here's the sample triangle. You have your opposite sides. You have your angle A, and then opposite of it is side A. You have your angle B, opposite of it is side B, and then your angle C, and opposite of it is side C. So here's the problem. You have angle B, and you see you have a side A, and then you have angle 40, and you see you have the opposite side, which is 7. Now for here, we can say that, you know, this could be C or this could be A. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. So here's an equation that we use. Sine of the A angle over A equals sine of the B angle over B, which equals the sine C angle over C. So here, now we have the sine. We're going to say that 40 is the sine of A. So the sine of 40 angle goes over the opposite side of A. The opposite of 40 is 7. So you put 7 under it. And then that equals the sine of B. But we're trying to find the sine of B. And then under it will be 8 because that's the opposite side of the angle. So next, you cross multiply and you will get the sine of B times 7 equals the sine of angle 40 times 8. So you take your calculator and then you do the sine of 40 times 8. Make sure that it's always in degree mode. After that, then you would have the sine of B times 7 equals 5.142. Now, you have to get the sine of B by itself. So, you divide by 7 on each side. Now, we're going to come over here. Now, the sine of angle B is by itself, and that equals 0.7346. But we're not done yet. So, you use the inverse of the sine, which is actually the sine negative 1. Alright, now, once you put the sine, the inverse sine of 0.7346, then your B angle would be 47.275. And that's how you do the law of sines.
Wow. That is so cool.
I know.
So cool.
You like math?
I like math.
I like math. Do you like math?
I like math. Do you like math?
I like math. Do you like math? Good. Well, thanks for joining us. That's the law of sines and
cosines.